Cheers, 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 your boy Ikem, and this is the inDmix podcast for Wednesday, April 27th, 2016. Got a few things to talk about. Got a couple events that are new to the city, and I'm going to talk about the haps of last week and current events and things of that nature. So let's get right to it. Let's start with... Should we start with current events? Yes, let's talk about current events. The whole Birdman thing, Beyonce's Lemonade, all that. Y'all saw the Birdman clip. Everybody's clowning Birdman for walking in and checking Charlemagne. And I know he was emotional and his gangster was probably questioned, but my take on it is, I don't know. I'm kind of on Birdman's side, you know. If you feel a certain way and you're on the platform to talk about it, do you act fake and go along with it because you're trying to promote your album, or do you check and say what's on your chest? Now, whether he went gangster about it or not, I don't care. But I give him props for at least voicing his opinion, and I don't care about everything else. It was funny to me that Charlemagne did not give him the donkey of the day the following Monday. I thought that was a statement in itself, because if you know Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club, you almost expected that. But I'll leave that alone. Beyonce Lemonade, I don't know. I don't have a Beyonce album in sight. Never have. Never even downloaded. Well, I probably have downloaded a few songs, but I voiced my opinion on her album. Think it's dope. I'm sure people think it's dope. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just got the gist of it. And I know it encompasses more than just, you know, her stance with, you know, the cheating with Jay-Z or whatever. The supposed cheating, by the way. Because sometimes these things might be staged from back then just to create this impact now. I don't want to go into that or that conspiracy theory, but I find it odd that you're talking about that and you're sending a message on the same platform that Jay-Z owns. Now, that might not be a big deal, but I think it's great marketing strategy, especially since she's part owner. But hey, that's that. Shouts out to B, shouts out to J. I'm sure they know what they're doing. They're not breaking up. There's no divorce. You can forget that. They're winning too much to have everything else, to have what they have going threatened. And forgive me, because I'm part of it too, and forgive most of the audience. The album actually talks about a whole lot more than just a divorce, but as humans and quotation marks, messy. They're looking for the messy because that's what's more to talk about. We'll focus on that. So, still want to give her props on her artistry. Even if I'm not a super fan, I do recognize talent. Nobody's doing visual albums. Like the concept is so dope and it flows into each other with the different stories. I think that's dope. I think the visual album masks her talent in singing. If you listen to that song in your car, or that whole album in your car, you just listen to somebody talk. There's no singing to me, and that's the trade-off, I think, with what she's doing. But hey, who am I? I'm just some inDmix photo guy, but I thought I'd share my opinions on it. But so the pros and the cons, and I think I wanted to talk about both from my perspective. Y'all definitely might feel different. The Bayhive is all over and killing me on Facebook, but it's a current event, and I had to address it. And I think I'll stop there for now. Oh, gotta talk about the Rockets. Let's talk sports real quick. I'm glad they won Game 3. They got blown out by Game 4. I hate the fact that Steph is hurt, because even if he does come back, he's not going to be 100%. And I think it just opened the doors for Cleveland, but most importantly, San Antonio. This whole season has been about Golden State and their accomplishments, but the path and pattern that and that the Spurs are on, it actually seems almost inevitable that the Spurs get it. Any hiccup, as the hiccup that just occurred with the Warriors, just opened the floodgates, or cleared the way for the Spurs. I won't forget the OKC Thunder. I won't put ATL away. I don't know if you saw the game last night, but ATL blew Boston out the building. I know the series was tied 2-2 prior to last night's game, but the way that they were playing yesterday showed me how much more superior they were over Boston if they can get focused and play their type of game. It'll be interesting to see how things shake out. With Chris Paul being hurt, I think the Clippers won last. And if Curry doesn't play in the next series because they have to rest him, then they're pretty evenly matched. So the Warriors will be going against the Warriors without Curry, will be going against the Clippers without Chris Paul. And whoever comes out of that will be facing OKC, the winner of OKC and the Spurs. So the West, man, it's tough, man. Things just the dynamics of the whole playoffs just change, and it'll be interesting to see how things unfold. But I'm looking forward to it. That's that. Sidebar: I watched the first episode of Game of Thrones yesterday, and I am hooked. Season 1, episode 1. I'm killing time waiting for this garage guy to come fix my goddamn garage. And I'm like, let me kill time and watch this. And it was over. I've already watched the whole season 1. All 10 episodes within a 24-hour span. I don't know how I did it. I went to bed at like 5 in the morning. It's ridiculous. But where have I been? Basically, is a summary of that whole soliloquy. And with that, I'm just going to shut up and go into the current events. Let's talk inDmix events. Chill. Actually, let's talk about last week's events that were dope, that I want to bring mention to and have y'all go look at the pictures online. Shouts out to Sterling and his Suck the Head Crawfish Daytime Party at Capitol. I heard that was a really, really great look. You can tell by the pictures. Go check it out on the inDmix gallery page. Lumen was slamming on Saturday. I covered that. The Heist Saturdays premiered at the Crest Lounge. Shouts out to Mikos and Tay and crew. I don't know who else is involved with it, but it was a really great look. That was a new night that premiered. OG Dennis Thomas had his birthday at Midtown Lounge. He does it for his birthday every year, Black and White Affair. I remember actually going to this last year, and I heard it was a good look, but I didn't get a chance to make it. Bow Wow killed Engine Room. Engine Room was off the chain. And Bow Wow also hosted at Belvedere Sundays. That was a good look. And what else? What event? And I forget to talk about. Lance Gross and Drink. Drink is picking up a lot of steam. And having Lance Gross there last week only accelerates them. Anyway, so let's go into this week and upcoming events this week. I waited to go 9 minutes into this podcast to talk about what y'all probably really care about, so bear with me. But this week, tonight, there's a Prince tribute. There's still Prince tributes going on. I think it's overkill right now, but hey, I'm not a Prince fan. People can't get enough of Prince. So if you're still looking to hear some more Prince, go to Sugar Hill tonight. It's live music on Wednesdays. And I'm sure most of the artists will perform mostly Prince songs. That's it. Oh, Wednesdays. Social Junkie Wednesdays premieres tonight. Shouts out to Dewan. Shouts out to the Goodfellas. The Goodfellas are doing Wednesdays at Social Junkie, and that starts tonight. You can watch your Empire shows. They got Crawfish. It's no cover. It's a good look. Is it no cover? I think so. Yeah, free all night. Oh, ladies free all night. Good. I'm glad read the granular detail so I don't mislead people. Tomorrow, Thursdays, your options are Fifth Amendment, Taurus Takeover. Birthdays for Sydney. Sydney is back in town from LA. Doing a birthday. B-Verse, 4th and Inches. He's got his birthday going on in Whitney. Shouts out to the whole Pink Rhino staff and crew. They coming out for Whitney's birthday. And a couple more Taurus birthdays. Fifth Amendment, your official stamp for Thursday. Come on out. Rogers Streets and Oak Cliff in the mix. Zero is at Diablo Loco. What's up, Live House Media? That should be pretty crazy. Friday, Marlon Wayans is hosting Drink Fridays this Friday. I know he's live at the Improv this whole weekend. And after he does the comedy shows, he has a pretty good relationship with a bunch of promoters in Houston. I'm sure he'll be partying somewhere. Kurt, who does not mind shelling that dough, already booked him for Drink Fridays. I'm pretty sure he's way more expensive than he used to be because of the success of his recent movie. What was the movie? I can't even remember. 50 Shades of Black or something like that. But yeah, he'll be hosting at Drink Fridays. Aura on Fridays premieres this Friday. Shouts out to myself, Candy of Project Zero Entertainment, and Ray Oldham of Houston Social Circle. Friday, Aura. Friday, Aura. Friday, Aura. Friday, Aura. Aura. Let me try to be pretty honest about it. We think that there's a missing void for the 30-somethings. Now, we say 30-somethings, but everybody's welcome. But I'm thinking our crowd. My crowd. My crowd is everything. I'm in the mix. But close peers, close friends, people of our era, that just work. Do you do your 9 to 5s, or you work in your business? And Fridays, you're looking for a place to go that's not too crazy, but not too loungy either. So if you want to do a lounge, sure, there are alternatives there. If you want to do the mega turn up, the alternatives are there. But that medium point where lounge meets turn up for urban upscale is kind of what we're looking for. And Aura provides that opportunity that we fill. So the decor and the look of the club combined by the target audience leaves a lot of room for opportunity for what this could bring on the nightlife scale in Houston. So grown folks looking for what I just described. Fridays at Aura is what we're trying to give to you. If you're not doing anything, check it out. RSVP. The spot is eclectic. If you've never been, definitely owe it to yourself to check it out. I go every Sundays. It's mixed crowd industry, but we have an opportunity to take on their Fridays. I don't even know what's going on Fridays, but things must have slowed down with the opening of all the other clubs, and they're willing to try out this urban night. So there you have it. If you ain't doing nothing this Friday, come through. Next Friday we have the first Fridays. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I expect good things from the night. And make sure y'all check it out. Rosa Acosta is hosting Engine Room this Friday. It's not just Rosa. It's Rosa and a couple people. DJ Efizi. DJ Efizi from Miami, back in town. Spinning that Engine Room this Friday. Should be a good look. What else for Friday that I want to talk about? Purple Rain at 8 Lounge on the North Side. Shouts out to Eric Whitaker doing this thing. I never give the North Side enough props, and I never, and it's one of those things where if they have a special event, I feel compelled to let y'all know. Everybody isn't going to Midtown. Everybody isn't going to downtown. Everybody isn't going to the Southwest. So the people who are close up north, definitely check out my boy Eric Whitaker's nights, Friday nights at 8 Lounge, located at 8111 North Sam Houston Parkway West. And they have a tribute to Prince this Friday. I think that's it for Friday that I want to talk about. Saturday, Lumen, goes without a saying. Lumen / Crimson Lounge official stamp for Saturdays right now. Cisco was performing live at Engine Room. I hate to admit it, but I kind of want to see it. I don't think I've ever seen him in concert, even from the back in the Drew Hill days. So I wish it was Drew Hill, but it's just him. So I'm going to peek in there. Well, I'm taking pictures there, but I definitely want to see how his performance is. And, you know, obviously with the years you lose a little talent, but some people don't. So I don't know what to expect, but if it's the same Cisco and, you know, show offish guy, he probably will put on a pretty good show. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Keith, Celeb said, got the Daytox Day Party series at Social Junkie on Saturday. So if you're looking for something to do during the day, make sure you check that out. I don't think there's any other day parties this Saturday. So there you have it. Heist at Crest on Saturdays. It started last week. Worth checking out. My man Marcus Johnson starts as Hipaholic Saturdays at Barbell Grill. It's on 207 Gray Street in Midtown. Marcus hasn't done a weekly in a while, and when he gets excited about stuff like this, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good look. I'm definitely going to go by and support. And once again, it's called Hip Hop-Aholic Saturdays at Barbell Grill at 207 Gray Midtown. Check that out. That's it for Saturdays as far as what I want to bring attention to. There's a slew of events for Saturdays, but those are the ones I want you to take time to check out. Belvedere Sundays, Limelight Sundays, Red Cup Sundays at Fox Hollow. Either of those are great alternatives. But there's no special event or flyer as of right now because it's Wednesday. The following week is OTC week. Thoughts will be manufactured. Grown women, young women will turn into thoughts. Now, people are saying that the oil and gas people aren't making money and the OTC is going to be dry. I'm sorry. It's still oil and gas. So what we consider them not making money is still a lot of money. And the people who get a chance to still go to the OTC conference are loaded. Period. Point blank. They're coming to splurge. They've been more discreet, even though they don't have the expense accounts that they used to have. The OTC used to be way bigger, but now the companies are more conservative because they know the pattern of behavior that most of the attendees have. Nonetheless, it still boosts the economy of Houston because they all come willing to spend from all over the globe. I will agree that it won't be as good as it used to be, but it's still going to be a great look. Nightlife, there's an increase in every bar tab that does anything OTC, and the OTC attendees show up. Not everybody's going to be slapping OTC on all their events, but there are only a few places where the actual OTC attendees will actually go to. So be on the lookout for that. I'll talk about those events next week. Cinco de Mayo is next Thursday. That should be a great look. Falls on a Thursday, so I'll address all those events next week as the events come through the pike. That's about it. That's all I want to talk about. Mondays at Silo start this following Monday. Mondays at Silo. This coming Monday. Hi, CJ Realist. He should do Mondays at Epic Saturdays, but now they're moving it to Silo, which is a great look. Shouts out to Touche. Think it's a really great look for everybody. And there really isn't a big Monday night for as far as what to do or where to go besides Caro's. What's up, Big Chad? Got to give my boy Big Chad props. He's still doing Caro's many years later. June 27th falls on a Monday this year. I'm sure he's going to kill it. Waiting to see what Caro's has in stock. But anyway, that's it. That's all I want to talk about this week. Catch y'all on the flip side. Next week, I'm about to go start season 2 of Game of Thrones. Why didn't y'all tell me about these? Damn. Yeah. This whole podcast is brought to you by InStyle Boutique and Private Club Exotics. Shouts out to Najla and Maze of InStyle Boutique, and shouts out to Michael of Private Club Exotics. Thank you, y'all. Good day. 1.